Canadian magician Wes Barker is an incredible performer known for his amazing magic tricks and hilarious crowd interactions. In this video, we're going to watch an incredible magic trick performed by Wes Barker on The Fool Us Show, and we'll uncover the secret behind it. If you enjoy discovering the secrets behind these magic tricks with us, please like the video to support us. In this magic act, Wes Barker and the show host Jonathan Ross are on stage. Wes hands Jonathan a phone book and asks him to confirm that it's a regular phone book. As you can see, the phone book is quite thick. Jonathan confirms that it's normal. Then, Wes asks Jonathan to pick up a pen and notepad placed on the table. Wes flips through the pages of the phone book and asks Jonathan to say stop whenever he wants. When Jonathan says stop, Wes asks him to write down that page number on the notepad. Now, Wes doesn't know which page Jonathan stopped at or what page number he wrote on the notepad. Then, Wes asks Jonathan if he thinks he could tear the thick phone book in half with his hands. Jonathan tries but finds it difficult to tear such a thick book. However, Wes easily tears it in half. Wes then hands the torn pages to Jonathan and picks up a sword placed on the stage. Wes asks Jonathan to throw the torn pages into the air, and he will attempt to pierce the page Jonathan selected with his sword. Initially, Jonathan makes a mistake and throws the pages before Wes says to do so. However, since the trick has to be completed, Wes brings out another phone book, tears it in half like before, and hands the pages to Jonathan. This time, as soon as Jonathan throws the pages into the air, Wes turns and thrusts his sword into one of the pages. When Wes announces the page number stuck on the sword, the audience is amazed because it's the exact page number that Jonathan had chosen and written on the notepad, page number 520. But how? How did Wes know which page number Jonathan wrote down? And how did Wes manage to pierce that exact page among so many? Now, we're about to reveal the secret behind this incredible magic trick. Before we reveal the secret behind this magic trick, if you enjoyed Wes Barker's incredible magic, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more magic reveals. Now, let's dive into the secret. First, let's uncover how Wes is able to tear such a thick phone book so easily with his bare hands, while Jonathan couldn't. The secret here is actually quite simple. If you try to rip a book normally by holding it tightly, it won't tear easily. But if you bend the book slightly where you want to tear it and press down in a specific way, you create small air gaps between the pages. These gaps separate the pages slightly, making them much easier to tear. During one of Wes Barker's other performances, he chooses a spectator who already knows this trick and is able to tear the phone book just as easily. This technique can be done by anyone once they understand the simple science behind it. Now, let's reveal how Wes knows exactly which page Jonathan stopped on. If you're thinking it was a forced selection and that Jonathan was made to choose a specific page, that's not the case. Jonathan truly had a free choice, and initially, Wes doesn't know where he stopped. The trick lies in a clever move that was performed when he hands Jonathan the phone book to inspect. If you watch closely, you can see Wes subtly put his hand into his pocket. Inside his pocket, he has a small card with a small section of the phone book's pages attached to it, essentially acting like a disguised bookmark. The back of this card is coated with a bit of sticky tape. While Jonathan is inspecting the phone book, Wes discreetly retrieves this bookmark card from his pocket and holds it in his hand. Here you can notice his hand holding that bookmark. After Jonathan inspects the phone book and Wes starts flipping through the pages, he asks Jonathan to say stop at any point. When Jonathan says stop, Wes appears not to look at the page number, but subtly places the sticky-backed bookmark card on that page. This way, even after closing the book, Wes knows exactly where Jonathan stopped. Now, Wes just needs a quick glance at this marked position to find the page number. He does this while explaining to Jonathan how to tear the book properly.
Okay, that's not the way. And a lot of funny guys like to do it like where they'll open it up in the middle and they go like that. Don't do it that way either. That's not good. I want you to rip it top to bottom.
At that moment, Wes casually opens the book exactly to the marked page and reads the page number. This lets him know that the page number Jonathan wrote on the notepad is either 520 or 521, giving Wes the information he needs to complete the trick with precision. Next, Wes picks up a sword, and as you can see, there's no page on the sword yet. Wes then asks Jonathan to throw the torn pages into the air. The first time, Jonathan mistakenly throws them too early, so Wes brings out another phone book. Here's where the trick happens. Wes discreetly places a random page onto the sword, even though this page is unrelated to Jonathan's chosen page. Since Wes already knows the page number Jonathan selected, he simply needs to announce it. Holding the sword with this random page already attached, Wes stands ready and instructs Jonathan to toss the pages into the air again. Then, he acts as though he's expertly skewering the correct page out of the air. If you watch in slow motion, you can spot that the page is already on the sword beforehand. Wes then removes the page from the sword and announces the correct page number, which he knew from earlier in the trick. He doesn't show the page itself to anyone. He just announces the number and then drops the page.
520 and 521. What do you got? Show the audience. 520.
This way, Wes cleverly guesses the number written on the notepad and amazes everyone with his impressive trick. We put a lot of effort into bringing you incredible magic reveal videos, so if you enjoyed this one, please give it a like. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon to stay updated with all our future videos.